Well, I grew up here in Shreveport, North Shreveport, and so the values were really of a neighborhood and community because it's a very close-knit community. We don't even have a Walmart north of town, so people really had to spend time with each other, and there's not a lot else to do other than to really play and do things with other people. My mother and father really taught us about the importance of learning, and both of them were very active in their own way in city affairs and political things and nonprofits and that sort of thing throughout their time. I can remember my fourth grade teacher telling me that I could do whatever I could do, and I believed her, and she made me feel like I was smart and important. High school, I went to Northwood. That was a brand new school, and it really was a fantastic school. It was almost like a magnet school that we have today.
We met at LSU Shreveport when we were both like about 18, 19 years old. We go way back. And I always found him sitting there next to me in all my lab classes. He was always seeming to stalk me, I guess.
I would map out where she put her car. I knew about what classes she was in. And I would try to find my way to just run into her as she's leaving the building or going to another class, and I've essentially stalked my wife.
We got married in his junior year at medical school, and we finished, he graduated, and then we moved he did his internship and residency in Charleston, South Carolina.
It's the best career in the world to be able to help people and to make a good living and to really solve problems.
Is very good at strategic planning. He can sit in his office with a blank legal pad and kick back in his chair and stare at the ceiling and get more done than most people can do in several days.
If I could characterize him as an animal, I would say he's a rabbit, because he's very busy, he gives out that energy and moving real fast. But you know, he stirs up enough things that I can also say he's a turtle, because, you know, he's steady focused and inch by inch moving his agenda forward.
He is a very focused person, and when he is concentrating on something, the world could be falling apart around him, and he's just dead on, you know. And I think because he has such a great focus and such great concentration, that he can finish things quickly and then move on to the next thing.
He's also famous for losing stethoscopes and borrowing them from various nurses and then forgetting to give them back. So sometimes you'll see Dr. Rozeman walk around the hospital with 2 or 3 stethoscopes around his neck, being trailed by a number of people from whom he's borrowed them. So.
Dr. Rozeman is one of those few people that chases their beliefs. He believes that this can be a better place to live, a better place to work, and he says this is the path forward, and I'm going to stick to that path.
Dr. Rozeman is a champion who's out there in the community pushing a lot of the ideas. For the last 3 years, when the idea of doing a master plan was conceptualized, and even as recent as last week, we're still meeting, pushing ideas about how to make Shreveport and Caddo Parish and this region a better place.
Word got back to me from one of the seasoned lobbyists, who will remain nameless, who said, you know, these people from Shreveport-Bossier, that they don't know how this game works, they don't know how it's played. They actually come here and are communicating a message and think that that's going to work. They don't know not to go talk to this legislator or not to convey this message. And this Phillip Rozeman, he'll say whatever he really thinks. And he goes, doggone it, it's working.
He's a family guy in spite of all of these commitments. He champions and loves his family. He's always right there.
He's really busy in his practice. He's busy in the community, but he has time for family life because he's always done that. He's always been bouncing several balls up in the air and has never dropped one yet. So
we got 3 children that never had to worry 1 minute about getting in trouble or being where they shouldn't be. They really have been fantastic, and I attribute that to Alma. I mean, I really do. I work, a lot of hours in what I do, and I would be around on weekends, but from the day-to-day stuff, I mean, she raised those children, and they're great kids. The truth of the matter is, I've just kind of learned to just say yes, because it's a blessing, and God blesses me when I say yes. And if I have the ability to help, I certainly have found that if I say yes, somehow I've managed to find the time to really be beneficial and do something well.
He's built a successful business, and then beyond that, he's built a highly successful nonprofit organization, and then beyond that, he's gone on to now a growingly successful career in policy making, and all of those things I think would be inspirational to young people.
He has given me inspiration to continue the work that I do, and it's because he does believe so much in the higher quality of life.
Dr. Rozeman is the epitome of this, this award. He's a guy who went to school here, went to undergraduate here, went to medical school here, who continues to live here, who's not afraid to get his hands dirty on any project, whether it's very popular or not. When there's a cause in this community, Dr. Rozeman likes to step forward. People call on him, and they know that they can count on him.
He's, my best friend, just my confidant. We do everything together. I just feel like all he does is very important, and my role is to support him. I just, think the world of him, and so happy. We've been married 34 years, and I hope many more. I hope 34 more, at least.